been here before, welcome. My name's Rachel and I'm the owner and creator here at the Eclectic Cottage in Spokane, Washington. Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great weekend. Mine was very busy as always. Part of it, we spent Sunday, we did go on a junk run in the morning and then spent a bunch of time running around getting things ready for our annual camping trip, which is coming up next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So just trying to get everything ready for that. And then yesterday I spent almost my entire day, pretty much my whole day, out in my farm, just trying to clean everything out of the greenhouse, get everything that needed to be planted in the ground. I planted 140 dahlia tubers yesterday and several flats of other little plants that I had raised from seed. I planted them as seeds. So that was a very exhausting day. And so yeah, I was a little sore this morning when I got out of bed. I feel much better now, although it is almost time for my afternoon coffee. So anyway, for today's video, what I did is I grabbed 4 items out of my stash, technically 5, but I married 2 of them together to make 1. So you'll see that in just a few minutes, and gave them all good makeovers. So I hope you like the video and I hope you enjoy the projects. And I would love to hear at the end which of the projects your favorite is. So please comment below and let me know. And if you do like the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And then if you'd hit the little notification bell, that will let you know when I upload new content. Currently trying to stick to Tuesdays and Fridays, so be on the lookout for that. And just a little plug, if you are interested in any of the DIY products that I used in today's video, those are available on my website at www.theeclecticcottagespokane.com, or here in my shop if you're in the area. So stop by and grab one. Anyway, so I guess we should probably get on to the projects that I completed for you. So here they are. Project 1 is this little statue I found. It looks like concrete, but it's actually resin and some of the paint had chipped off. So I am going in with a technique I think makes things look like concrete by giving it one good even coat of old school as the base coat. I pounced this on, had to use my little brush in a couple spaces, and then I always go back and make sure there's no white specks showing through, and so I just take my little brush and go over anything that I missed. And once that's done, I go over this with a lighter coat of gray. This color is called DIY Letterpress, and it's just a little bit lighter than the old school. And I find that this, pouncing this on lightly over the old school, really helps give it that concrete look. Once that was done, I decided to go over this with a couple good coats of Rustoleum 2X flat matte spray, and just so that if somebody wanted to put this outside, they could. And then this little piece is finished. Project 2 is another pretty simple makeover. I found this gold magnolia wall art at an estate sale not too long ago, and the gold's pretty and everything, but it was kind of chipped in a few places, so I decided to give it a paint job. And I love gold and black together, so I went ahead and went over this really well, front and back, with Little Black Dress by DIY. Once that was done, I used my damp shop towel and distressed it really well so that a little bit of that gold shone through the black paint everywhere. And once that was done and it was dry again, I went over the entire piece with DIY's Big Top to give it a nice seal so that it was ready to go on the wall. And then this is done. project 3, I decided to make over this little wooden carry crate that I had found. So the first step was to paint it, and I decided to go with Little Black Dress by DIY because the decoupage paper I want to put on the front of it has black in it. Well, actually, it's a black decoupage paper with flowers. So I went ahead and painted the entire piece, Little Black Dress, and I just left the fronts of it without any paint. I'll address those in a little bit. And then I went over it with a damp shop towel and did quite a bit of distressing just to get a little bit of that wood to show through. And once that was done and the paint was dry again, I went ahead and sealed the black with DIY's Big Top. So I gave the entire piece, front, back, and inside, all one good coat of Big Top. Once the Big Top was completely dried, I addressed the fronts of this thing, and I started off by painting the fronts with DIY's White Swan to give a good coat and a good background for the decoupage paper. Then I measured my sides, cut out the size paper that I needed, making it just a little bit bigger than I needed so that I could sand off the excess. And then I went in with DIY's liquid patina and put a nice even coat on each of the sides, followed by the decoupage paper. So I just laid it down, rubbed it flat, made sure there weren't any wrinkles, and then went back over it with another good coat of the liquid patina. So I did this on both of the fronts or sides, whatever you want to call them, of this. And again, putting one good even coat of the liquid patina down, placing the paper down, making sure it's nice and flat, and then going over it again with that liquid patina. Once that was done and the liquid patina was completely dry, I grabbed some 120 sandpaper and my sanding block, and with a downward kind of motion, I took off all the excess paper from around all of the sides. Once that was done, I gave it a little wash, and then this thing is done as well. For project 4, I had this cute little plant stand I'd picked up at an estate sale a while back, and this cute little wood round that I also had found at a different estate sale a while back, and decided the two would go well together. So I started by giving them both a nice bath with some clean water. And once that was done, I painted the wood round Rustoleum's 2X in dark brown, just so that it would better match the base of the table, so that when I did the distressing, it wouldn't clash. Then I went in with 2 good even coats of DIY's Farm Fresh, one of my favorite colors, and I painted the bottom of the wood round as well with the Farm Fresh. And here I am going in with that second coat. And once that's done and the Farm Fresh was completely dry, it was time to adhere the wood round to the top of the table. So I'm just taking my Gorilla's construction adhesive glue, putting that on the top of this plant stand, and then I spread it really nice and even with my finger, and then flipped the wood round upside down and went ahead and it centered that really well, attached it, and then I placed my water bucket on top just to weight it down so that it would have good adhesion. Once it was nice and dry, I went over the top with 2 good even coats of DIY's Farm Fresh so that it would match the bottom. Once the paint had had time to dry, I went back in with my damp shop towel and gave this little piece a really good distressing. I wanted to bring back some of that beautiful wood tone from underneath the paint, and I really wanted to show off the beautiful details in this wood round. Just all the little swirl patterns and everything. So again, I just really gave it some good distressing. Once the the paint was dry again, I went in with my IOD transfer set. This one is called Painterly Florals, and it's got these beautiful roses that look like they're hand painted. So I grabbed some of the leaves and some of the roses and cut them out and just got them ready to go on this piece. So I just went around the table placing leaves and roses just kind of periodically around the table. I ended up with, I think, 3 sets. So here you can see I just added a little leaf and a rosette right there, and then a few more leaves. And the key here is just really holding the transfer down while you rub it into the cracks and crevices going up the sides. And once that was done, I just added a couple leaves just to kind of finish the piece off. And then that portion was done. And the last thing to do now was go ahead and seal that paint. And for this, I decided to go with DIY's white wax. And I really love this wax. I put it directly over the paint. I just really wanted it to stand out in the little crevices on the wood, in the rung on the table and on the top. So I just put it directly on the paint, like I said, with my nice soft brush, 1 good coat of wax, wiped it back with my shop towel, and this piece was done. Think of today's projects. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't already, again, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and then hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I hope you have a great rest of your week, and you'll see me back here on Friday. We are going to be doing a thrift haul for you on Friday. It is not a very big thrift haul. We went to a couple Goodwills and that was basically it, just because we did have other things that we needed to get done on Sunday, but we found a few things. So I'm going to show those to you on Friday, so I hope to see you there. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.